Yeah, I get the impression he's probably watching me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Star Citizen. I'm 7footDustBunny, and today we're gonna have a look at where we've been going on some of these things. Hopefully that view is back. That view, we'll leave as that view for now. I'm sure we can fix it later. It'll never come back and bite us. So in between episodes, I've done another few bits of looting, and as you can see, I have grabbed myself some armor, most of which actually turns out to be worthless. So whether this is something that changed between the patches since when I played last or not, I don't know, but it's not. Let's just say his tips and tricks have not done me a lot of good thus far. I will go quickly to the gallery and Galleria, elevators, où est la elevator? So yeah, we'll go quickly over to the elevators, which I think are over here, and you'll see there is little of value, to say the least. I love the fact my fluids are running so low. I need to get myself watered. Alternatively, I could just take my gear off and kill myself. As that seems to be the done thing in this universe. You see quite a few people doing it. So if we go to here to sell the armor, you'll see that, okay, these, which I'm keeping because they're heavy combat legs, are essentially not worth a lot. These, which are heavy arms, I'll probably be keeping those as well. The light arms, okay, I can sell that. But as you can see, the value is not great. You will notice that I did do a few runs in between. I've sold some of the stuff just to sort of see what was worth what and get things better. And I did discover that something called, was it Ratag Dung, which I collected a lot of at the farm, is actually worth a reasonable amount of money. And you can sell it at the farm. So that's a thing. Anyway, we'll go through a bunch of these and sell them off. But as you can see, not a lot. Some of it's worth. This isn't like the Darth helmet. There's like a Darth Vader helmet here somewhere in amongst my gear. Like this one is heavy armor, and it's worthless, so I'm going to use it. The backpack, not worthless, but I'm not going to sell it. It'll actually come in handy. So a lot of this stuff that's worth something I am going to sell, but a lot of it's not worth a lot. The medium I'm going to keep because it's the heaviest I've got. So yeah, this is the one. Look, this is worthless, but it's got these like really cool little horns on it. It's really nifty. Unfortunately, it doesn't let me spin the model around. But you can see the horns here as it comes around. It's very cool. But I'm not selling that because it's worthless and it's heavy armor. So, oh, I've just sold the bloody legs by accident, like an idiot. So I'm now going to have to buy those back, or buy back some heavy legs. Genius. The man's a genius. Let's see. Let's find. We should be able to go armor, legs, and that will at least sort us down. And then we can find something that is relatively. That's medium, light. These never seem to be in any sort of sensible order. Medium, light. I'm not going to have any heavies left, am I? There's not going to be any heavies available. And I sold the one heavy set I had. Excellent. Oh no, they're those, and they're... Oh, those are light. Those are heavy. Okay, so it looks like we're taking these rather unfetching ones. Whereas the ones I had really went nicely with my flight suit. I'm a little upset by that. Oh well, I'm sure I will get some more in the future and probably lose some as well. You know what? For all intents and purposes at the moment, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save my money. I've probably got a medium set I can use, so we'll keep those heavy arms. I'll sell a bunch of these helmets, which are actually relatively priced, and then I'll bring you back in because there's some other stuff I've discovered I can sell as well, which is worth reasonable moolah. Okay, so that is a large proportion of my armor sold. Just leaves me with this, which honestly, look, I'm gonna be sad if I lose this helmet. Check that out. Cool, isn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna put one of these on for now, just one of the basic ones. Because anything in here I lose, which is why I'm not wearing anything else at the moment. Anything I'm wearing I lose if I get DC'd or die. That's my biggest gripe so far, is that you can't do like a corpse run if you DC. Now I have found somewhere I can sell a bunch of this stuff as well, which I'll show you shortly. I do still have some weapons, but I'll check in the weapons store because a lot of that doesn't sell. One of the other things that sells for a lot are these multi-tools and these med devices. I'll keep a couple for myself because they are useful, but I'm gonna sell the rest because they're fairly valuable. Sustenance, generally the main reason I've kept all this stuff is just so I can actually use it. For example, at the moment I am thirsty. I can hopefully should be able to place that in my hand, or if the thing is, you've got to take your helmet off, you know, go to sustenance. It's a bit of a palaver, and then you got to go to drink. But that doesn't seem to work either entirely. So if you drop it on the floor, I found that seems to actually work. You drop it on the floor, you kneel down, and then you can actually pick it up, grab it, and then you can drink it. It's really quite a slow, painful experience because you've got to drink several drinks of it. And the other little indicator that comes up next to the bottle there as I'm drinking it, now I've put it down. Game. What are you doing? No. Exit the inner thought frame, please. Helmet unequip. It's all gone a bit pear-shaped all of a sudden. See, and this is what happens. The game is definitely very much still an alpha. There we go. Finally got it to let me pick it back up again. And these are things, actually, considering that the game has been around for like 10 years and is obviously like fairly mature, or should be fairly mature. You know, it's pretty lame. I can't even drop it now. Fine. I can grab it, put it into my inventory, and later I can ditch it and that'll be fine. But yeah, it's all a little bit jank, if you ask me, which is a little bit disappointing considering the age of the game. Anyway, I'll show you now. Eat it. Tell me I'm gonna actually eat a whole one, not just partial. Okay, 77 will be fine for now. So maybe I'm just new and it's not explained any of that, because there were 0 tutorials. But we will now go and I'll show you where I'm going to sell a bunch of the other stuff. So we'll call the elevator and we'll go down to the refinery. And in the meantime, I'm going to put my helmet back on, which I can't do very easily because the game. Equip, that'll do. Hopefully I've now got my helmet back on and that's worked. Sorry, towards refinery, this way. I've discovered that if you run all the way down here, across the refinery ways, that there's a shop here for mining equipment. There's a shop up there for selling ore, which is something we will get to later. In the refinery shop, there's what looks like a bunch of gear for mining and stuff like that, but they do sell clothing. Now, of course, I have a significant amount of clothing, most of which I'm not going to use, some of which is worth good money, some of which is worth squat again. But I'm going to go through and sell a bunch of this and see how we're doing. Okay, so I'll quickly jump in here because this is one of, you can sell at the same console where I sold things, and at the pharmacy you can sell the medical devices, and you can also sell the multi-tools. Now I'm going to want to keep a couple of them, but as you can see they are worth a reasonable amount, and I'm sure actually at the pharmacy these are worth more. So I am going to run back to the pharmacy and check it out, because the mining tool was 261. I'm sure yesterday, maybe it's the commodity exchange prices. I know prices do change, but I'm sure they were selling for 700. So anyway, I will go back and we'll have a look there. So yeah, back here towards the pharmacy, there is a pharmacy console, and I'm sure, yes, for some reason the pharmacy buy magazines. Yes, they buy the medic devices for 700 each. I wonder what they sell. Yeah, the multi-tools they buy for less, and I sold a bunch of multi-tools there. So that's interesting. You need to go to the right place, clearly. The medical stuff is worth more at the pharmacy, and the multi-tools are worth more at the mining place. But that's all good to know. So let's move myself so I can see the console a bit better. So if I just go for, I think it's not going to be miscellaneous. So I wonder if some of these would have sold for more than what I sold them for a little bit earlier. I believe so, because I think I sold the detox pens for 30 each. That's a valuable lesson learned, although it's cost me. So I'm going to sell off a bunch of these, and we're going to see how far we get. Our figure is, we are now ahead of where we were. We have more money than we started with at last. So let me continue and we'll see where we get to. Okay, so I'm back down in the refinery area, and after selling the med pens, I sold, sorry, the medical devices, I sold some of the multi-tools as well. I've kept 3 multi-tools for my own personal use, because I did try mining with a multi-tool off camera. It is possible, and I have actually got some gems. I have not yet figured out where I can sell the gems, so these could actually be worth something. And this Rantad dung is the one I found that was actually worth a bit, that I could sell at the farms where I was looting it from. So these, I believe, you need to sell, actually, for example, if we went to one of the planets, no, somewhere here, don't think it's one of those. It's like if there's a mining outpost. So if we went back across to, I think I did the hand mining, I just took a little nose around Daymar. So there's like a mining facility here. If you go to the mining facility, I believe you can sell them there. But we're going to try that out. Now this is where, a part of the video, where I go directly against things people have told me. Now, as you may have noticed, we have a grand total of 53,464 space bucks. Which sounds good. Hang on. Just for science here. Like? Let's hope I don't waste any space bucks here. Mode Trader. What is Mode Trader? Oh, you can trade with party friends. Okay, I see. This is like post money. Fair enough. I was told by some sources to rent a vehicle. I've been told by others not to rent a vehicle. Now, many people say rent the cutter and rent this one and go mining, which I can do. I could also, however, rent this one and go mining. Now, I don't know if this requires extras. You see, there's a lot of like blank pods here. The same can be said for the cutter though, and I'm reliably informed that it comes with engines attached. So if I rent this, am I going to wind up with no drill? To my understanding, it comes as the default ship comes, which if you bought it comes with a basic drill. So I'm thinking to rent it. Now, which to rent, I'm not entirely sure yet. If I rent a cutter, I have to land, and then I have to do it with the little rock, which could be cool. It could be a bit of fun driving it around and blah, blah, blah. And I've got to go to one of the mining outposts, which is where you have to spawn this in anyway. So that's not a terrible idea. This I can just mine directly from the ship, which does sound somewhat simpler and lazier, and a little less likely to get myself blown up. So, I mean, with this one, I do have 10k left to deal with stuff if stuff goes completely pear-shaped. So, okay, we'll rent the cutter. So we'll rent the ship for 1 day, which I believe is like one human real life day. So confirm. Got it. There you go. And we will rent a Grey Cat Rock. And we'll confirm that too. And we've got that. And that leaves us with 14k. So now, if I go back to the flight terminals, I should be able to go and get these vehicles. So, we're at the terminal. We should have available to us a Cutlass Black. To claim. Rented. Time is ticking down. So we can claim it. So we can claim that. It will deliver in 6 minutes.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Okay, we're not going to expedite that. We're going to use the magic of editing.
Goodbye.
Okay, so here it is. Slightly bigger than my other vehicle by quite some way. Now, I'm assuming if I crash this thing, I can insurance claim it back without too much issue. But this is a beast. Comes with significant weaponry. The only thing I don't like about this, which is going to be a small problem for me, is that technically to man it properly you need a crew of 3, whereas the Prospector did not require a crew. But having said that, the Prospector itself is the ship we're going to aim to buy after we do enough mining. So, you know, it's nice to see the other ships. The other bunks there, a couple of bunks so you can sleep. This, it must be for the gun turret. That is cool. Can I actually sit in this just to enter the turret? I've got to just give it a go. That is awesome. That's pretty nifty. Okay, right, enough of that. I should be able to press Y and then go back down again. Yep. But the goal is going to be to get in. Yes, there's a co-pilot seat. And there is the pilot seat. And there we go. You see, vision is not fantastic, which I guess is one of the other things. My understanding is the Prospector has some pretty decent vision. The other good thing about renting this is it's also my understanding that this is not bad at fighting, so we could always just try out a bounty mission at some point, just while we have it rented, just for a bit of fun. Takes a little bit to get it to take off. Ah, that's because we're not in VTOL mode. Now obviously that takes a little bit of belief. Not so bad in space, but on a planet, those thrusters right at the back would obviously have a huge imbalance. But you know, it's just a game. It's just a game. We've got to remember, it's just a game. Okay. So we've moved away there. We'll get our view back this way. We'll go out of VTOL mode, as we should be fine. This thing, I believe, is pretty swift and will move pretty fast. Now, we need to go, we're going to go to that mining outpost I showed earlier on Daymar. So we'll literally set ourselves to, I think it's going to be this one. I've never been to this one. I am winging it now. I'm not going off anything anyone said. I'm just winging it. So that's where we're going. Okay, so we are now on Daymar, approaching the mining facility. Now, one thing I have forgotten to do, which is a bit of a failure on my part there, is I have not actually brought any gems with me. I wanted to bring some of the gems with me as kind of a test case, just to make sure I could sell them. We'll have a nose round anyway when we're there. I'm hoping this mining facility is going to be under an armistice zone, so we're not going to get blown out of the sky. I can run a quick ping just to see if there is anything in the area. There is no one in the area, which is definitely good news. But the mining facility is just here, so we can come in and land maybe on one of the small pads here. Oh, there is someone landed there by the looks of it. So we can, yeah, don't press C, don't press C, don't press C, don't press C. I should really rebind that. So there is a ship there already on one of the pads. I don't know what they're up to, of course. We just have to assume they are in earnest and not a bad person. That, on the other hand, is a shooting ship, which is less likely to be in earnest. That is a gunship. Which worries me slightly, because that's the kind of person that's going to come along and steal my ship, which could be problematic given that I don't actually own the ship. Yeah, I get the impression he's probably watching me. I don't know if these people are friendly. My thought is I have my doubts. This is an armistice zone, so he can't shoot me here, but he can wait around outside to shoot me. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, did I shut down the engines or did I shut down the power? Let me just check here. I should shut down the engines, which I didn't do. So, I don't know if there's another exit around here as well. If the only exit is out the back, that's kind of gonna suck. I don't have any of the weapons with me, which is probably something I should have bought now I think about it. Well, no one can shoot me in this zone, so as long as they're don't sneak on the ship and run off with the ship, that is fine. If they do sneak on the ship and run off with the ship, that's not fine. So, let's see if someone steals my ship. I'm worried now, because you can't go at it this way. What you end up doing is seeing that someone's getting in the driving seat, and you're just like, what the hell? I notice that is suddenly gone now. Makes me so nervous, this game. It's like, welcome to paranoia. Okay, so I'm gonna have a quick look around here, see if there's anything worth dealing with. One, I need to find where to spawn my ship, my little miner, and the other thing is just see if there's somewhere that's a trade area. Again, look, there are loot crates in these places. I mean, that's worth something. We'll take a couple of those. You know, that might be worth something. The rest of this I don't really care about. But, you know, not to knock a little bit of looting when you're around these places. It seems you can just loot anything in this game. You know, well, any of the lootable chests, you can just go ahead and loot the thing. It's not there. This is where I go out and find my ship. It's not there when I get back. Right, what I'm looking for is a trader, but this doesn't seem to be anything you can trade or anything exciting. This seems to just be a control for like one of their mining systems. Okay, so we'll move on. On the bright side, one, if they do steal the ship, it is a rental. So we've got that going for it. Okay, so having picked my way through the buildings there, we picked up some goodies and fortunately some sustenance, which is something I actually forgot to bring with me. So that's definitely a positive, because I noticed my water is running down already. So will be good to have that. Now I believe here. Ooh, more loot. Hello. What you got for me? Not a lot. I'm not going to take most of that crap. I'm just going to take the energy bars and the other bits. And then I'm leaving the rest. But this is where I should be able to spawn the grey cat. There you go, grey cat. I should be able to claim the grey cat, and that's going to take 14 seconds. So that's not too bad.
Insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again.
Please visit us again. I didn't think that I'd have to claim it. I want one. I want the little model. Right.
Welcome.
14 seconds up. Yep.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Right. We can now retrieve our grey cat light miner.
Stand by.
And go out mining.
Delivered to the following location.
PB01.
Please visit us again.
Which is right there.
Bye.
Before we go anywhere, I'm going to top up my fluids a second. Okay, so my fluids are topped up. And I'm picking up my grey cat miner. Now what really worries me is this guy who sat out there. He smells like a pilot to me. A pilot? A pirate. Does. Which for me is less than stellar. Right, so how do I drive this thing? Probably have to press R again, yeah.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Okay. Woohoo! Okay. Cool. Yeah. Forward motion. Woohoo! Okay, that's pretty cool. Now what you really need to do is find something to mine with it. Now what I don't remember is how you actually use the damn thing, because there's a way to activate the mining drill at M.
Mode on. Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
There you go. Oh, hello? What happened there? What did I hit? Oh, I hit the little light. Oh my god, my driving skills. Alright, what worries me yet? Oh no, we are airborne. It's just a rental, right? It's not going to matter that I'm doing all this damage to it. So, okay. I need to get out and open a ship up. So this is the dangerous moment. This is when someone essentially can run in and steal my cuddy for a while, which is possible. So yeah, this is the moment of danger. So hopefully no one's going to steal my ship. And everyone is friendly in the verse. Right? Oh. Oh. Be gentle now. Need to slightly, maybe I need to turn the speed down there a little. Alright, now I need to get out. And hopefully that's all tucked in as it should be. Yeah. Oh. Can't quite get past it, can you? You need to go forward a little bit more. You know? Can't close the door. It seems like you should, I'm trying to think what the phrase is there, is that you should reverse it in. Anyway, we can close the door now. And now we need to go off and find somewhere to mine. what really worries me is still that ship flying around out there. Speaks to me of someone who's just got one of those and wants to shoot someone, and is waiting for us to leave. Because I see a little red marker there. I don't know what that means. Oh, engines are on. Yeah. What mode are we in? Oh, learn to drive, Seth. Okay. I just want to see what that red marker is a second before I get thing. Okay, that red marker is here. Now, let's go into scanning mode. Let's hit out a ping. There are several things around in the area. There's something about 7 kilometers away. So I want to get some distance from this place. So I am going to go at least the 7 kilometers away. Because I don't want that ship giving me jip. So we're going to go and make some distance. Just to hopefully find some peace and quiet. Okay, so here I am with the scanner. I'm hitting on these little boxes and made some distance away. And it has dawned on me that one thing that we wanted to check there was whether or not we could sell anything. But I didn't see a console for selling anything. So that was rather disappointing. Now, there's a bunch of minerals here. What I really want is to look for, like, hadnite gems or whatever it is. Okay, so there's another patch just over here. Aha, there, we got these little white markers. That's what I believe we're looking for. There we go. That is gems. Right there. So that is what I want. So now we need to land ourselves. Oh, I think I just put the landing gear up actually. Let's go back into this mode and bring ourselves down. Seems like a nice flat spot, or relatively flat spot. We might need to move forward just a little there so we can actually not drive straight into a boulder. And there we go. And I'm literally going to do this one set of gems because we are running out of time. Oh, no. Ah, done the whole thing, same thing again. Okay, so I got the miner out. Sorry, stopped talking there due to concentration. And I have a slight issue that I don't think I'm going to be able to get it back in again. So we'll have to deal with that shortly. What I'm going to do is just close this up a second and try and move the ship just a tiny bit forward, and then we'll run back over to the Grey Cat, which hopefully will not is not able to be stolen in the same way the ships are. Let's hope. I don't know that. Okay, that seems a bit more level. Maybe if I move forward a bit, if I can't get it up on here later. But for now, I'm going to proceed with the mining. And try and work things out afterwards. The gems are just down there on those rocks. So the idea is we get in this little puppy here. Yep. If I can learn to drive again. Come on. Come on. There we go. Hopefully, from this one journey, we would be able to make enough to pay for our ship rental and then some. And then I can do a couple of the mining runs later on and improve the situation. So here are the gems. because I don't quite know how you have it. There is a scanning mode in this as well. So I'm guessing we need to get relatively close. If you have... Oh, you know what I didn't do at that area? What I didn't actually pick up was all the local inventory that I swapped over. I forgot to do that. I'll have to do that later. So, assumably, I can just aim at this like that. Now, right, so... It's very hard to see the wheel thing. Because what you've got to do is heat it to a certain point. But I can't see the point here. You need to turn the laser power up. But I can't see where the red line is and the green line, which is how you blow yourself up. So I'm struggling at the moment. I can't see the warning lines here. What is in the green? Oh, I see it. It's on the other side here. So what we do is turn it on and we warp the power up using the mouse wheel like so, and you can see the bar raising on the other side, and there's an optimal and overcharge on there. Gotta admit, the HUD colors do not make it super clear. So what we need to do is try and ensure we do not blow ourselves up. So optimal is where it is at the moment, and there we go. Yeah, we need to drop that down. And then we can bring this back up again. It's a bit weird how you actually mine. You see that, and all the optimals dropped away now, because you don't want to hit overcharge too much, because if you overcharge too much, the rock will explode and can do significant damage to your face. Is my understanding. So there we go. We're at it. It explodes, but that's a happy explosion.
Extraction mode on.
Okay, extraction mode on, and then apparently we can just hoover these up. Nom 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 nom. There appears to be ones we've dropped all around. I've got to admit, it's easier by hand, and I would have thought in the Prospector it would be easier by ship as well. Because, like, for example, picking these up, not so easy. I'm guessing, of course, they don't despawn en masse, so I guess if you blew up some of the other rocks, you could actually just go around this little area and hoover everything up later, which I guess is what I'm going to try and do. So this is a different rock. This is amorphorite tight or something along those lines, which is not so valuable, is my understanding. I think the one we did first time was the most valuable. Not too much, not too much. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna drop that down because we're overcooking it. You see that overcharge went almost too far, and this rock's going to blow up with a bit more vengeance now. And then we should be able to, again, just run a ping here. and go back to mining mode.
Fracturing mode on.
You should be able to fracture all of these. I'm guessing you can just fracture all of them.
Extraction mode on.
There we go.
Fracturing
Again,
mode on.
this is the same ammo right. So I'll just chuck this in as a little extra because this is Hadnite. This is the stuff apparently we want. This is the stuff worth the most in terms of gems. Apparently it's a little bit more finicky to mine, so we'll just have a quick look and see. Hang on. Bring the power up there. And charging up. Because its instability is a lot higher. But, you know, with risk comes reward. I'm going to start backing off the power now. Backing it off quite hard. Oh, there you go. Just move the laser off there slightly, which actually works quite well. It's just the slot. I've noticed if you're struggling to keep the stability, just slide the laser off to one side a second, let it drop, and then go back over. Then you should be able to bring it back under control, and the overcharge will drop down a bit. And hopefully in a second that's going to go boom. It doesn't want to. There you go. And it goes boom. And now we have Hadnite gems everywhere. And then we're going to do the same on this one. Might as well pick them both up very quickly. Instability on this one's higher, so I'm guessing it's got more in it. Question mark, not sure. I might want to start backing off already. Just try and keep it in the lower part here of the green, by the looks of it, if I can, by backing the power off without going into the overcharge. Because I believe the more you have in the overcharge, the less you get for your goodies as well.
Extraction mode on.
So now we need to fire our extraction laser and we can pick up our Hadnite gems. Now the big mission is going to be to find out. I don't know why I often end up with a marker behind me. I'm not sure if it's like throwing them across the planet or something. It does worry me a little that it's just launching the gems into orbit, but the SCU of what I'm carrying is increasing, so that's a positive. But it kind of makes me wonder whether I'm getting it all, whether there's something I'm doing wrong here. But I could be doing better, because it definitely drops some gems, you see, and fires them off around the place. See that there's one all the way over here somewhere. Here, you can go pick it up. Hello. There you go. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that in and demonstrate the Hadnite, which is apparently what you really want. So we've picked up some of that, and like I say, I'm going to try and keep going until the cargo is pretty much full on the rock. So I shall keep going. So I decided to run this video a little longer because I've filled up the rock about halfway. and it's probably taken me all in all just over an hour of mining and stuff to find the stuff and do it and blah blah blah. And I've checked that on Google, being my friend, that there is a place around here that it says I can sell the gems. So I'm coming here because I need to log out anyway and do some live stuff. So I'm gonna have to check out whether or not we've made enough money and whether this has been a profitable venture, even with the amount that I've actually made at the moment. I mean, I may well be able to come back on later today and mine some more, but I need to sort of get a feeling for how profitable this venture is going to be. I note there's another ship just over there on the ground. Hopefully it's not going to bother me. Hopefully they're friendly. But I do note that they're there. And by now they've seen me for sure. So let's hope that this mining place is also an armistice zone. Hydrogen fuel at 75%. And we can come in and land safely without too much shenanigans. Oh, turn off the sea. Don't see. There's no need to see. So what I'm gonna do is drop down, hopefully on their pad. I haven't got a massive ship, but I'm hoping that won't be a big problem. In fact, if I'm gonna log off, I might not land on their pad, I might land next to their pad, out the way, so that if other people need to use their pad, I don't believe they've got the storage capabilities, then we'll be good. We'll land about here. We need to put the landing gear out of course, which I didn't do yet. So there we go. Put the landing gear out. Cut thrust. And fingers crossed, there is somewhere here we can sell stuff. Let's hope this is an armistice zone. Is it? Is it? Let's find out. It is. We're currently safe, which is good news. So it's time to find out whether all the work we've done is worth the effort. Whether this was money well spent or not. Why can I not hit the ramp button to close the door? Please? Can I close the door, please? Hello? Ramp button for closing the door. Okay, let's try this side. Ramp button for closing the door. No, okay. The ramp button in here working? There you go. Hopefully the ramp button for opening the door will work later. Damn thing. This game is buggy. There's no two ways about it. It's surprisingly buggy. You know, I know they're constantly updating it and stuff, but for a game that's been around for 10 years, there's like little UI and interface glitches that you would think, you know, surely by now you've got this under control. Just looking around if there's any loots worth having as well while we're here. Only that one there. That'll do. This is not a buying selling area. However, there are loots. So there's someone with a big ship right over here. They have a massive ship. They haven't closed the door. I'm not the kind of guy to go and steal their ship, so I'm not going to do that sort of a move on them. But I'm really confused as to where I'm supposed to sell the stuff. There's one other place over there I haven't been in. I've checked around everything else. I picked up quite a few little bits of loot and goodies. Let's check this one on the other side to see if that's okay. That guy has a massive ship. That is huge. You know, maybe he's compensating for something. Right. Please let there be a trader in here. But is there a trade terminal? There's a guy to speak to.
Something I can help you with.
Yeah, oh, make a delivery, make a pickup. Can I make a delivery? How do I select here? Right, is there a way to select?
Come back later. Something I can help you with.
There's no cursor. There's no way to select, make a delivery, make a pickup. There we go. If I hold F, I can do it. Make a delivery.
Set it down. Let's see what you got.
Okay, that is not what I was looking. Here is a trade terminal. Let's see. So, location. Drake. No. That's on my cutlass. So, barrel on quartz waste. Filters, mineral, metals. Mineral? Metals. Medical supply. But that's all it seems to offer me as in sales here. I want to sell. Right, so I want to sell for my rock. I'd like to sell my aphrite. Ooh, which is 29k. Yeah, I'll sell all of that. That's not bad. Got it. 29k. Awesome. Okay, let's sell that Hadnite as well, which is 118 units, and that's 32k. So, got it. So, now, I'm at 76,873 up here in the top corner. That means I'm up. So, I have earned more than I've spent already, which is top notch. So that's good news. And with that, I'm going to celebrate by looting this box. And I will say, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time, when hopefully I'll be stepping up the mining a little.